Namaste, Jai Bharat. It's always the case that we cannot take whatever the Pakistani media takes for face value. They say so many things. They say so many things. That's it. Recently, some of the YouTubers in Pakistan were speaking about investments coming to Pakistan. First of all, I don't know who will put their money in a sinking boat or who would put anything in a sinking boat. There is no stability. There is no law practically, no genuine rule. There is big confusion, anarchy, and haphazardness in Pakistan. But they are very hopeful. And then they themselves, the YouTubers whom I happen to see, they themselves are asking this question: where does that money goes? Or where does that money go which people invest in Pakistan or give to Pakistan? It never reaches the desired the object or desired end. There are instances when Pakistan also wants to send aid to calamity hit areas. There are instances when they send back the same thing which one nation, Turkey I suppose, one nation sent to them when they had some problem. Turkey sent something and the same thing they send back as aid, which will be really shocking to people those who receive. But then both are equally shameless. So Turkey has an ultimate motive of a caliphate. So they would put up with this kind of anachronistic behavior from Pakistani side. And recently Sri Lanka, whatever they sent without really looking into the expiry date, they sent rice bags and things like that which have expired a year before. It's expired 1 year before. Those people die if they get food poison from this, if this has become a toxic kind of thing. That's one thing. Then another thing, this narrative which I came across, which I don't know or I can't believe, the aids that come to Pakistan when they are in some crisis by many world agencies don't appear in the, don't reach people deserving. Maybe they must be distributing something for the namesake, but it doesn't really reach the needy. That's what I heard through their YouTube channels, etc. They put in the cordon and after some time they appear in the market for sale. The aid which came to Pakistan as aid by agencies from outside to help the people suffering subsequently appears in the market for sale. So somebody is sucking blood of dying people within themselves, not people from outside. And then why not? This is another why not. All the leaders, I don't know how many exceptions you can count in Pakistan to this what I am going to say. Their leaders, whenever they have opportunity, take money, pocket money, and deposit it in some of their foreign connections abroad other than Pakistan, whichever nation they like. Buy properties and make bank deposits, and they all wait for a chance for the end of their career. Suppose there is some difficulty for their career, they would just go back and start living there, abandoning their country, which to them maybe not a nation. We will understand things differently than what Pakistan is. They are not a nation. They have no basis of a Sanskriti. They are a part of Bharat, who once shared the Sanskriti of Bharat, the culture of Bharat, just in the name of religion, which is not very vividly defined, which has a lot of contradictions inside, which is so many sects within. But just a general religion. They wanted to be separate from Bharat. It's a long thing at whose instance, which is very clearly in the history, and they can't coexist among themselves because they could not coexist with a culture which speaks about an epistemology of coexistence of the multiple and plural. They could not live here. How can they coexist there? It's not possible. So falling apart of Pakistan is inevitable. In time that shall happen. But for the time being, where does the money go? Nobody knows. It reaches safely in people's safe hands for their generations, several generations maybe, to live comfortably in alien land. I would call it as alien land for them, to different nations. So this channel people, those who speak in Pakistan, where does the money go? They also know. Everybody knows. And who would invest in Pakistan? They are now giving promises that somebody is going to invest, somebody is going to invest. You can't invest in an anarchic society with no law and order, with fetishisms of fundamentalism, which madrasa educated people who live in the hope of death, that after death is real life. You cannot do anything. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.